Once upon a time, in the small and quiet village of Kanatu, there lived a mischievous girl named Amira, who was very fond of causing problems for her parents. Before Amira was born, her mother had given birth to 7 boys, and she badly wanted a daughter. After years of waiting and trying, Amira's mother decided to take matters into her hands. Although she was already pregnant, she went to a powerful witch doctor who was famous for helping barren women conceive, as well as helping them conceive their dream gender. Baba, I really need help. I need a daughter in my home. I have 7 boys and I'm already pregnant again.
My daughter, the gods have specifically blessed your womb to bear only male children. You should be glad. This is what many women pray for.
But Baba, I am tired of birthing boys. With the way I feel, I already know this is a boy and I don't want another male child. I also want to bond with my daughter and do things other mothers do with their daughters.
So, what do you want me to do now? I have told you what the gods told me. Even if you get pregnant again, you will still give birth to a boy.
Baba, please help me. I am ready to give you anything you ask of. I will do anything you say. Please, tell the gods that I desperately need a daughter. Just one daughter.
My daughter, if you were barren and had never had a child, I would have known how to help you. But this is different.
Baba, I know you can help me. I've heard stories where you changed the gender of a baby. Can't you do same for me? I am only 2 months pregnant and the baby is still forming. Please help me.
What you are asking me to do is forbidden. Anything can go wrong and any kind of spirit can access your body if we do that.
Baba, I don't mind. Even if it's a spirit child, I do not mind. I just want a daughter. Please, help me change the gender of this baby. I'm ready to offer any kind of sacrifice.
Okay, I hear you. But I must warn you. If we go ahead with this child will be different. She will do strange things, and you have to swear by the gods that you will protect her irrespective of what she does.
I will, Baba. I will. Please, help me. I promise to love and protect her. In fact, I will treat her better than her brothers. After Amira's mother had agreed to do everything the witch doctor told her to, the witch doctor did some rituals, and with the help of black magic, he successfully changed the gender of her baby. Precisely 7 months later, Amira's mother gave birth to Amira. Surprisingly, Amira was very beautiful and calm when she was a baby, but as she grew older, strange things began happening. The very first thing Amira did when she was 5 years old was to set one of her father's big barns on fire. That day, the whole family was sitting outside their house when Amira stood up and disappeared to the backyard. The next thing, smoke filled the air, and when everyone rushed to see where the fire was coming from, they were shocked to see Amira standing in front of the barn. Since it was the first time such a thing had happened, Amira's brothers and parents didn't suspect that Amira had anything to do with it. Instead, they were glad she had not been caught up in the burning barn. They also believed that the burning barn was an accident and something like that would never happen again. But they were wrong. About a week after Amira burnt one of her father's barns, she did something worse that sent chills down everyone's spine. In the neighborhood Amira's family lived in, there was another girl named Titi.
Amira, let's play.
Titi was 2 years older than Amira, but she loved playing with Amira. One day, Titi went to Amira's house to play with her as usual. But instead of doing the usual, Amira decided to burn Titi's hand with a hot knife. It happened that Amira's mother had finished cooking and she didn't put out the fire. Some of the coals were still burning, and Amira secretly put a knife in the hot coal and she used it to burn Titi's hand. Sadly, the burn was so bad that it peeled Titi's skin, and this caused her to scream in pain.
Titi, what happened?
Amira's mother asked as soon as she rushed out of the house to see why Titi was crying. Unfortunately, because Titi was in so much pain and still crying, she could not speak. She just pointed at Amira, who was busy laughing.
Amira, what did you do?
Her mother asked in a shaky voice, but Amira wouldn't stop laughing. From the way Amira was laughing, it was so obvious that she had harmed her friend, and she enjoyed seeing her friend in pain. Thankfully, Amira's father intervened, and they were able to apply some soothing herbs on Titi's injury before taking her to her parents' house.
Amira! Why did you burn your friend's hand?
Her father yelled at her when he returned from Titi's house. Somehow, he was expecting that Amira would show remorse for hurting her friend, or at least apologize, but she didn't. Instead, she was laughing. Amira, dear, why did you do that?
Because I wanted to.
What do you mean you wanted to do it? Why would you want to hurt your friend? Eh?
She's not my friend. I don't know what has come over your daughter, and I do not care. You had better talk to her, because if something like this happens again, I will not involve myself. Do you know how I had to beg Titi's parents? As it is, they don't even want to see Amira anywhere close to their house or daughter.
My husband, please calm down. She is still a young child and might not understand the consequences of what she did.
Then teach her! Are you not her mother? Teach her that all actions have consequences, especially the bad ones. Let her know that it's a horrible thing to hurt another person, especially her friend.
He said, and then he stormed out of the room.
Please, give me some time. I will talk to her and I promise she will not do such a thing again.
When Amira's mother was persuading her husband, she believed that she would be able to talk to Amira and get her to apologize to Titi, but she was very wrong. After locking Amira in her room and talking to her for almost an hour, Amira's mother was shocked that Amira had not heard one word of what she had said. Instead, Amira was busy humming songs and laughing at her mother while she spoke. Amira, you shouldn't do that. You see how upset your father is, eh? Stop it. Instead of punishing Amira like she would have punished any of her sons if they did something bad, Amira's mother just let Amira off the hook. And she lied to her husband that she had warned and punished Amira, and that Amira had promised she would change. Sadly, 3 days after Amira hurt her friend Titi, she did something that was far worse. It happened that Amira's oldest brother was preparing to get married, and in Kanatu village, it was customary for the groom's family to cook some food while going to visit the bride's family to ask for the bride's hand in marriage. This way, the bride's family would not be burdened with cooking for the groom's family. That morning, after Amira's mother and some of her friends and neighbors had prepared the food they were supposed to take to the bride's family, they dished the food into big coolers and left them in the kitchen to go dress up. Despite knowing what the food was for and how important it was, Amira decided to do the unthinkable. While everyone was in their rooms trying to get ready for the big day, Amira snuck to the kitchen, opened the big cooler of stew, and she peed inside it. As if that was not enough, she packed a bowl of sand and emptied it into the cooler of rice and soup, and she used a big spoon to stir them so everything could mix well. Unfortunately for Amira, while she was stirring the cooler of soup, one of the women who had helped with the cooking saw her and decided to question her.
Amira, what are you doing there?
Why are you stirring the soup again? Do you want it to go bad? She said as she approached Amira. Nothing, she said, trying to mask her mischievous smile. Leave this place now. Leave me. I don't want to see you anywhere close to this kitchen. Naughty girl, she said, chasing Amira out of the kitchen. As soon as Amira ran out of the kitchen, the woman noticed that there were grains of sand on the spoon Amira used to stir the cooler of soup. So she decided to look inside the cooler. Immediately the woman looked inside the cooler and she saw the atrocity Amira had committed. Yay! She screamed in shock. What happened? What's the matter? Amira's mother asked in panic as she ran to the kitchen half-dressed. Hey, Amira has finished us. Hey, come and take a look, the woman said, pointing to the cooler. No, this cannot be. My Amira would not do such a thing. Amira's mother said in a shaky voice when she saw the cooler of soup that had been mixed with sand. How are you sure she's the one? What would I benefit from lying? I said I saw Amira and you're asking if I'm sure? Why would Amira do this to me? On such an important day like this? What do I tell her brother and her father? While Amira's mother was whining, the other women who had helped with the cooking went to the kitchen to find out what was wrong. They had overheard her crying and complaining to the other woman. When the women opened the coolers to see that everything they had suffered to cook had been ruined, they complained bitterly. Who did such an evil thing? My friends, please, do not be offended. Amira did this and I'll make sure I punish her. Punish her? Today is such an important day for your first son. And we're about to leave to the bride's house in a few hours. What do we do? I don't know. I don't know why Amira would do such a thing to us. Unfortunately, while all the women were standing there with their long faces, thinking of the next thing to do, Amira's father walked into the backyard. Okay, ladies, it's time for us to leave. The journey to the bride's house is about 3 hours, and we need to leave now if we want to get there on time. But before he could complete his sentence, he noticed that something was wrong. What's wrong? Did something bad happen? But Amira's mother could not answer because she was scared of his reaction. Unfortunately, one of the women told Amira's father what Amira had done, and immediately he heard, he stormed away yelling Amira's name. Amira! Amira! About a minute after Amira's father left the women, he returned with Amira, who was already crying because her father had beaten her. My husband, please pardon her. She's just a young girl. Amira's mother begged her husband, who was aggressively pulling Amira's ears. If you say another word, I will teach you a lesson, and I wouldn't care if you're my wife. You are the reason she's like this. We have 7 boys, and none of them acts as possessed as your daughter. Look at the mess she has made. What do we do now? I will think of something. Please, you're hurting her. Remember, she's a girl. My sisters, please help me beg him. Please, sir. Please forgive her. Luckily for Amira, the other women joined in begging her father, and because of that, he stopped punishing her. After that incident happened, Amira's mother did her best to reprimand Amira, but nothing she did or said could stop Amira from doing the most horrible thing that tore the whole village apart. Watch out for part 2. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite part in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.